Hello, everyone, and welcome to this 15-minute presentation on Chapter 4 ERP and Process Mapping from Marianne Bradford's book, Today's Advanced Business Systems, 4th edition, published in 2020. My name is Yuvraj, and today I'll guide you through the key concepts of this chapter. We'll explore why process mapping is crucial in business, how to create professional process maps, and their role in ERP implementations. This chapter is packed with practical insights, including objectives, system diagrams, process map benefits, creation steps, symbols, tips, real world examples, and process levels. Let's dive in. By the end, you'll understand how process mapping helps identify inefficiencies and supports ERP success. Feel free to take notes, and let's get started. Let's start with the objectives of this chapter. The goals are to recognize the importance of process mapping, learn to draw professional maps using standard symbols, analyze as is processes to spot issues, and understand their role in ERP implementation. A key tool here is the system diagram, a graphical representation of an organized group of interrelated parts working together. Think of it as a picture worth 1,000 words. System diagrams document design decisions and aid communication, making complex systems easier to grasp. For example, they help teams visualize workflows before diving into details. This sets the stage for process mapping, which we'll explore next. Now, let's dive into process maps, a specialized type of system diagram we touched on earlier. A process map visually documents inputs, outputs, activities, decision points, and roles, often using a swim lane format where each lane, horizontal or vertical, represents a stakeholder, whether internal, like a manager, or external, like a supplier. This layout makes it easy to see who's accountable at each stage. The benefits are significant. They identify responsible parties and their impact on upstream and downstream activities, highlight workflow inefficiencies and resource waste, spot missing internal controls, and help envision future state designs. For example, you might discover a step where data is manually re entered, signaling a need for automation. As Dr. Myron Tribus aptly said, you don't learn to process map, you process map to learn, meaning the act of mapping reveals insights you'd miss otherwise. This hands on approach is what makes it so valuable, and we'll explore how to create these maps next. Let's now explore how to create a process map with the 6 key steps outlined in this chapter. First, know your purpose. Define a clear objective, like improving efficiency, and share it with your team to keep everyone on the same page. Second, define the scope by setting process boundaries, identifying the trigger event, like a customer call, and the termination point to avoid scope creep. Third, identify stakeholders and draw a swim lane for each, either horizontally or vertically based on your preference. Fourth, conduct a process walkthrough where the team follows the flow in real time. Think tracing an order through a warehouse to catch overlooked details. Fifth, map it using standard symbols, which we'll cover soon. And sixth, validate the map with stakeholders for accuracy. You can gather data through self generated interviews by the task performer, one on one interviews for deep insights, or group discovery sessions, which are often most effective with a neutral facilitator. Asking questions like, "What steps do you skip when busy?" can uncover hidden inefficiencies, making this step critical for success. To create professional process maps, you need to master the symbols and follow some best practices. Symbols include activities using active verbs like enter or inspect, decision points with yes no outcomes, documents for forms or reports, phases to separate sub processes, start, stop ovals for triggers and terminations, and connectors to reduce clutter across pages or even multiple pages. These symbols standardize your map, making it universally understandable. For tips, start with the stakeholder, triggering the process at the top swim lane. Ensure consistency across multi page maps and use role names like manager instead of individual names for longevity. Organize activities left to right to reflect time flow and avoid crisscrossing connectors to keep it readable. Crisscrosses can confuse even the most experienced analysts. Additionally, maintaining uniform symbol sizes and minimizing bends in connectors enhances visual appeal, ensuring your map is both functional and professional as you present it to your team. Let's bring these concepts to life with three real world examples: South Lighting, Fit Gear, and a new case: Green Harvest Farms. Starting with South Lighting, a company specializing in outdoor lighting. The scheduling and quoting process kicks off when a prospect calls Kay, the office manager, who notes their needs and schedules an appointment with Sam, the owner. Sam advises the prospect, draws a plan back at the office, and Kay calculates the cost, emailing the quote. If accepted, a deposit secures the installation, showing a coordinated but manual flow. Next, FitGear's bi weekly payroll process involves employees clocking in, the office administrator collecting and verifying 75 time cards, entering data into Excel, and the payroll clerk using the TEMS system with multiple reviews before printing paychecks. This highlights manual steps and data duplication as key inefficiencies. Now let's explore Green Harvest Farms, an organic farm managing crop planning and supply ordering. The farm manager, Lisa, drafts a crop plan based on market trends and soil reports, consulting the head grower, Tom, for rotation input. She submits it to the owner, Sarah, for approval. And if greenlit, Lisa sends it to the supply coordinator, Mike, who checks inventory and orders seeds and fertilizers. If stocks are low, Mike negotiates rush deliveries and Lisa updates the schedule afterward. This process reveals manual drafting, multiple handoffs, and potential delays, issues we can analyze to improve efficiency. These examples collectively show how process mapping uncovers practical challenges, which we'll address next. Process maps vary in detail across three levels, each serving a unique purpose. Level 1 offers a high level macro overview. Think of it as a bird's eye view, like the examples we've seen. Level 2 zooms in with more process specific details, while level 3 goes micro, capturing minute steps, such as appraising an employee's performance at FitCare with signed approvals. These levels let you tailor the map to your needs, whether it's a quick overview or a deep dive. Now let's connect this to ERP implementation. Mapping as is processes gives you a baseline to identify pain points, like manual steps or data duplication we saw at FitGear. Comparing these to the to be processes embedded in the ERP system reveals gaps, showing where you need to adjust to match best practices. This gap analysis is key to customizing the ERP, ensuring it aligns with your business goals and reduces inefficiencies over time. To wrap up, Chapter 4 has shown us that process mapping is a powerful tool for understanding and enhancing business processes, especially when integrating an ERP system. We've covered the objectives, the role of system diagrams, the step by step creation of process maps, the essential symbols and tips for professionalism, real world examples like South Lighting and FitGear, the different process levels, and how mapping supports ERP success by identifying and closing gaps. This chapter equips you with practical skills to analyze workflows and plan for technology upgrades effectively. As this is part of my assignment, I'd love your feedback. Drop any questions in the comments below, and I'll do my best to respond. Thanks for joining me on this journey through this book review.